Hello students, now we are going to study about magnetic field due to a circular loop. Okay, before that we'll just very quickly revise Biot-Savart's law. What it says, suppose there is a current carrying wire and we want to find magnetic field at point P due to this current carrying wire. How can we find? We can't find it for whole wire, we can only find for current element dl. Okay, suppose there is a current element dl and this point P is at distance r. The angle between current element and r is theta. Then we can write down magnetic field is equals to mu 0 upon 4 pi I dl sin theta upon r square. Okay, I can write it in this manner. Okay, now we are going to find it for a circular loop. Okay, this is a circular loop. You can take any direction of the current. It may be in forward or maybe in clockwise or maybe in anti-clockwise. You can try it with the opposite direction also. Suppose I am taking this direction. Okay, so the direction over here will be this. Okay, now magnetic field we want to find at the center point P. Suppose the radius of this loop be a, or you can say we'll take r. Okay, radius, let the radius be r. Okay, now you all know that the direction of delta dl, that is current element, is in the direction of current. Okay, so what we'll do, we'll take a small element dl over here. Okay, let us take small element dl over here, and direction will be tangential to the loop. Okay, because it is in the direction of current. As it is in the direction of current, the direction at any particular point will be tangential to the loop. Okay, so here this will be r. The angle between these two will be 90 degree as it is tangential to the circle. So we'll get dB equals to mu 0 upon 4 pi I dl sin, angle between r and dl will be 90, so I'll write sin 90 upon distance is r, so I'll write r square. So dB equals to mu 0 upon 4 pi I dl sin 90 is 1, so it will be same. So this will be for our small element. Okay, this will be our formula for small element dl over here. Suppose I change the dl from over here, I take a new dl over here and I want to find it out over here. Then the direction of current element will be once again tangential. Again, if I draw a radius, it will be in this direction, and angle between these two will be 90. So again, if I try to find out, I'll again find the formula, that is this only. I'll find same formula for dl over here. Suppose I take some dl over here. Okay, dl over here. Then if I connect it with the center, the distance will be r. Once again here the direction will be tangential, so the angle will be this. So every time I find new dl, my formula remains same. So what I need to do, if I want to find the magnetic field due to whole of the wire, I'll divide whole wire in small dl elements and then sum it. Suppose I am taking dl over here, dl over here, dl over here, new dl, new dl. What I am doing, I am integrating it for all the parts. So integration of dB will be equal to integration of mu 0 upon 4 pi I dl upon r square. Okay, here mu 0 is constant, 4 pi is constant, I is constant, and r square is also constant. Here r remains your constant, so I can write here r square integration of dl. Okay, here it is b. Okay, now what will be the integration of dl? dl is nothing but all around the circumference of this circle. So I can take that dl is the circumference of this circle. It is parts in circle. Okay, so integration will be mu 0 upon 4 pi I upon r square. In circumference of the circle will be 2 pi r. So 1 r will get cancelled over here. So your final formula will be, it is not, I'll write it over here. Your final formula will be b equals to mu 0 upon 4 pi I 2 pi by r. Okay, you can cancel this over here also. 2 pi will be cancelled, 4 and 2 can be cancelled, but I like to keep this term as it is. You can cancel it out, there is no issue, but if you keep this term it will help you in numericals, because you know the value of mu 0 upon 4 pi, that is equals to 10 raised to minus 7. Okay, because you know the value of this directly, so we are not cancelling it out, else you can cancel it out. Pi will get cancelled, here it will be 2, here it will be 1. Okay, so formula can also be written in the form of mu upon 2 I by r. This is also the same formula. Okay, I hope you are getting up till this. Okay, then we'll move ahead now. What we'll do now, we'll try to find it for semicircular arc. Okay, we'll try to find it for semicircular arc. Okay, having radius once again r. Okay, now what will the formula for this? Once again, if the direction of current, let us say, is this, if it is here, the element will be in this direction, here again it will make 90 degree. Suppose we take element over here, once again here it will be in tangential direction, it will make 90 degree. So all the things will be same as this, only change will be what is the circumference. Here the circumference was for whole circle, here the circumference will be for only this much. So I can directly reach up till this, that is b equals to mu 0 upon 4 pi I by r square integration of dl. Okay, I can reach up till here, as sin 90, here also everywhere the angle will be 90, so sin 90 is 1, so we can go ahead in this manner. Now integrating this, circumference of this will be pi r. Okay, so I can write b is equals to mu 0 upon 4 pi I by r square pi r, as it is circumference of semicircle. Okay, circumference of semicircular loop. Okay, so here once again we can do the same thing, cancel it out, this can be cancelled out, so we can write mu 0 upon 4 pi I r. Okay, are you getting, sorry, not I r, I upon r. Okay, here it was square. So this will be for a semicircular arc. Okay, semicircular loop. Suppose in general, now it is told, okay, we'll take another page. Suppose in general it is told that you are having an arc, you are having loop only this much. Okay, and you are asked to find magnetic field at point P due to this wire. Suppose the direction of current is this. Can you find it? Can you find it? Just try it yourself, pause the video. Once again the current will always be perpendicular, the element will again be perpendicular to this. Okay, let the radius be r, so the angle will be 90. So you can reach up till here, this condition remains the same for any arc. So I'll directly copy this condition, b equals to mu 0 upon 4 pi I upon r square integration of dl. Okay, integration of dl. Now suppose this angle is theta for this arc, it may change, it may vary. For this arc, if the angle is theta, then you might have known that to find the length of the arc, suppose the length of the arc is L, then to find the length of the arc, the formula is r theta. This is the formula for finding the length of the arc, that is this length, curved length. This length is known as curved length, that is L equals to r theta, where theta is in radian. So I can write mu 0 upon 4 pi I by r square r theta. Okay, so here r will get cancelled, so it will be mu 0 upon 4 pi into I upon r into theta, where theta is in radian. Keep in mind, theta is in radian. Okay, so this will be formula for any arc. Okay, you can check this, cross check this with putting the value. If it is a circle, what will be the value of theta? Value of theta will be 2 pi in radians. So you can consider this if we are having full circle. Okay, so putting the value of this, you will find the answer, that you will get the same answer that we have observed for over here. Also, if you want to check it for semicircular arc, then for semicircular arc, the value of theta will be pi. For semicircular arc, you can put the value of this, you will again find this formula. Okay, I hope this thing is clear. So now you can find magnetic field due to any semicircular or any circular arc from the center with radius r. You can find the magnetic field due to that wire. Okay, I hope this much portion is very clear to you. Thank you students, keep studying, have a nice day.